OFW saves 5,000 pesos a year by using crypto instead of traditional remittance. Imagine sending over $1 million and paying more than 435,000 pesos just in that one transaction as fees. That's what happens when you rely on traditional banks and wire transfer. The system takes a huge cut, around $7,500 or $10,000, just to move your own money. That's the cost of using outdated rails built for a world that didn't have smartphones or digital wallets. And yet, on the Bitcoin network, yes, ito yung Bitcoin na madalas kinikriticize for being slow, inefficient, scam, and mahal. Once upon a time, someone sent 11 billion pesos in dollars. That's equivalent to $194 million. And can you guess how much did they pay in transaction fees? Less than 6 pesos. That's not a typo. Yes, 6 pesos to move 11 billion pesos. Meanwhile, you could be paying 400 pesos just to send 10,000 to your family. It's a reality. 400 pesos for a 10,000 transfer amount. It's wild when you think about it. The old system charges more the smaller you send. Crypto flips that. It's faster, borderless, and gives you control. Now, think about our OFWs. Not millionaires, not tech bros, just hardworking Filipinos sending 5,000, 10,000, or 20,000 pesos a month to their families. Every peso matters. Every transaction fee is money not going to school supplies, groceries, or medicines. And that's where crypto comes in. Not as some get-rich-quick thing, but as a real, practical solution that's already changing lives. Let's break it down with real numbers, real stories, or real steps. Every peso counts to us, lalo na kung ikaw ay isang OFW working miles away from your family. So imagine this, 5,000 pesos every year, hindi na mapupunta sa remittance fees. Instead, it goes straight to your family. That's not a dream. It's exactly what's happening to more and more OFWs who are switching to crypto for sending money back home. Now, let's talk about the hidden cost of traditional remittance. Let's break this down. Money, or most OFWs send money every month using traditional remittance services like Western Union, MoneyGram, or remittance counters linked to your banks. Ano ang usual fee? Between 300 to 500 pesos per transaction. At kung ikaw naman ay nagpapadala ng 12 times a year, that's 400 pesos multiplied by 12 months. That's equivalent to 4,800 pesos. Dagdag mo pa yung mga currency conversion charges and yung delays. And I think lalagpas ka pa ng 5,000 per year sa transaction fee lang. Now think about that 5,000 pesos. It's not just numbers. It's equivalent to 2 months of your electricity bills maybe. O hindi naman grocery budget ni nanay for 2 months. Now, let's talk about how crypto solves this. By switching to crypto remittance, OFWs are cutting down fees to as low as 50 pesos or less per transaction. That's because, una, there's no middleman. Pangalawa, you're not paying for overhead like branch rent or teller salary. Pangatlo, the process is digital and direct. Paano ka magsisimula? You can use apps like GCash and Paymaya. They have crypto features na kung saan you can buy crypto, you can buy USDT, you can buy Bitcoin using our local currency peso. And you can also send it directly to your family's crypto wallet in the Philippines. Pangatlo naman, your family cashes out via GCash or Paymaya o kahit sa local banks na gusto nila. Hayaan niyo ako magkwento. Si LB, an OFW in Doha, Qatar. She used to spend 450 pesos every time she sent money home through a well-known remittance service. Last year, she gave crypto a shot, and it changed everything. Her average transfer fee dropped to just 60 pesos. In 1 year, she saved almost 4,700 pesos. That may not seem like much to some, but for LB, it is meant to her son to finally get new school uniforms. These are essentials for us, and for families like LB, every peso counts. And with crypto, she's now able to send more love. Boom! Step by step, paano natin to gagawin? So I have 5 steps here. Una, create an account sa crypto app. You can use GCash, Paymaya, Coins.ph, or maybe an online wallet, online exchange wallet Bybit. Number 2, tap up to your wallet via debit card or bank transfer. Number 3, buy crypto. USDT is the best for stable value. Number 4, send crypto to your family's wallet. Number 5, your family can convert the crypto to PHP and then cashes it out via GCash or Paymaya or a bank. Ngayon naman, pag-usapan natin what you need to remember. Teach your family once, they'll get used to it like GCash. Ayun ang una. Yes, crypto might sound complicated at first, pero sa totoo lang, once na ipakita mo kay nanay, tatay o kapatid mo kung paano gamitin ang app, halimbawa yung GCash crypto, madali na lang yan para sa kanila. Tips to make it easier, 3 to. Gumamit ng screen recording or step-by-step screenshots habang tinuturuan mo sila. Pangalawa naman, i-compare mo sa GCash para mas mabilis nilang maintindihan. Parang GCash to pero instead of sending pesos, you are sending USDT. Pangatlo, mag-test muna kayo ng small amount para maranasan nila mismo kung paano i-receive at i-cash out. At isa pang karagdagang tip, ilagay mo ang instructions sa papel para may reference sila next time. Isang bagay pa ay i-double check ang wallet address. Isang maling letra, goodbye ang padala. Crypto is powerful, but it doesn't allow mistakes. Kapag mali ang wallet address na nilagay mo, kahit isang digit lang pwedeng mawala ang pera mo permanently. Paano maiwasan ito? Una, always copy-paste the address. Huwag mano-mano i-type. Pangalawa, pagkatapos i-paste, double-check the first 4 and the last 4 characters. Pangatlo, kung pwede, scan QR code para sure. And another tip is sabihin mo sa tatanggap na isend nila ulit ang wallet address bago ka magpadala. Huwag gumamit ng luma o screenshot lang. Maganda may confirmation and may verification kang ginagawa. You can also start with small amounts para makasiguro ka sa flow. Bago magpadala ng malaking halaga, mag-test ka muna ng maliit like 100 pesos or 500 pesos para makita mo kung gumagana ba ang sistema na gusto mong ipatupad sa pamilya mo. Nasa tamang address ba ang pera? Naintindihan ba ng family mo kung paano mag-cash out? Pangatlo ay magkano ang total fee? Dapat tandaan mo ang mga bagay na yon. Once na clear lahat, saka mo ituloy ang bigger remittance. Think of it like testing GCash for the first time. Walang masama sa dry run or testing. Isang bagay pa ay use USDT Tether or use stablecoin if you don't want price changes. Crypto is volatile, meaning nagbabago-bago ang value. Halimbawa, kung magpapadala ka ng 10,000 pesos gamit ang Bitcoin, pwedeng bumaba ito ng 9,200 pesos in value sa loob lamang ng ilang oras. Pero kung USDT or stablecoin ang gamit mo, ito ay fixed ang value. 1 USDT is equal to 1 US dollar, around 56 pesos to 57 pesos sa ngayon. Ang stablecoin ay mas stable, walang worries kung kailan ika-cash out. This is why most OFWs and crypto remitters prefer using USDT or stablecoin for daily remittance. Hindi mo na kailangang alalahanin kung bababa ba ang presyo bukas. Sana may natutunan at may na-realize kayo. This is the real win using crypto. this is not just about saving money. It's about reclaiming control. Crypto remittance allows OFWs to keep more of what they have worked for. You can send money anytime, even on Sundays or bank holidays. Pangatlo naman, skip long lines and hidden fees or surprise fees. 5,000 pesos might seem small to some, but to many Filipino families, that's a big win. At the end of the day, every peso saved is one more blessing sent home. So kung natagpuan nyo to na nakakatulong, imagine what else you could do with the right information around you. Follow Crypto Compass for more easy-to-understand guides, tips, and real solutions for OFWs and Filipino families using crypto the smart way. Maraming salamat at mabuhay tayong lahat.